Hola! Today I'll be teaching you how to form the present perfect subjunctive and what it's used for, and then I'll have some really awkward examples. Yay! Hi! Okay, today I'll be teaching you how to use the present perfect subjunctive in Spanish. The present perfect subjunctive is a sentence that describes something that has happened. And to form this, we're going to be using these three things. Okay, so first, to form the present perfect subjunctive, you're going to be using two verbs, two different subjects. The first verb will be in present tense, and it expresses emotion like hope, will, want, stuff like that. And then the second verb will be the present perfect subjunctive. And to form the present perfect subjunctive, we'll use these four things. So the first one will be aya for the yo form, ios for the to form, aya for the LAF form, iamos for the nosotros form, and ion for the eos form. And then after that, you're going to have a infinitive like nadar or correr, and you're just going to add like auto or ido. So for nadar, you'd be nadado, and for correr, you'd be corrido. And so that just does that. And then for an example, you would be espero que el arquitecto haya diseñado una casa bonita. So for this is the first verb, and espero, and it's in the yo form, so it would be I hope, so it expresses a hope, which is emotion. And then whenever you're forming the present perfect subjunctive, you're always going to use that, and so the K represents that. And then your subject is el arquitecto, which is the architect. And then your second verb, which is the present perfect subjunctive, will be haya diseñado, which is he has designed, basically. And then the last verb, or the last subject is una casa bonita, which is a beautiful house. And so that's just an example. And whenever you are forming this sentence, there's going to be irregulars sometimes. So, and they would come after here. One of you can't use the auto or ido. So for this, we're going to use an acronym called VIC PhD framed. And so the first V is vuelto for volver, and visto for ver, cubierto for cubrir, puesto for poner, hecho for hacer, dicho for decir, frito for fritar, roto for rotar, abierto for abrir, muerto for morir, escrito for escribir, and descubierto for descubrir. And so just these forms they would come after here, and these are all the irregulars that you're going to use. So every other verb, you would use the auto or the ido. And so basically, that's how you use the present perfect subjunctive. I can go into more detail, but I'll have some examples showing that later in the video. One more thing I forgot to mention is that whenever you're forming the present perfect subjunctive, the first verb, it needs to be different from the second verb. So say this is in a yo form, so espero que, that's yo, so I hope, and then that this would be he has, so you can't say I hope that I have. It has to be a different form in the present tense. So, or in the like yo to those forms. And so this would be I hope, and then he has designed, because we're talking about the architect. So these two have to be two separate subjects. So, pedo K, no ion.